don't, that's also okay. I think I have it. Okay, I don't have it, but it's fine. Let me just take a quick picture of it and I can add it to my, I'll get the PDF later. Let me just grab a picture of this real quick. Are we just mainly doing page 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alright, guys, whenever you're ready. So for page 1, it's a good read. I know you just said reading. 2 things. We talked about this the other day very, very briefly. You want to pretend that this is some kind of harp. What's the story of Persephone? Do you know?
Like, Hades, like, makes her eat, like, the pomegranate seed, and then she has to stay in the underworld for, like, 4 months.
Okay. You like mythology?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Okay. How did you even know about that story? From something you read about it?
Yeah.
Because of this piece, or because you already knew about it?
I already knew about it.
Okay. I want to start by just getting the first few measures, and when you're playing, you have such an even tone. Like your tone is so even. It's very good if we're playing Bach. And this has kind of a Bach feel to it, but I want you to have a little bit softer edges. So take a look when you're playing, so you can get this kind of rotated and lifted sound. Can you just do the first 2, like almost like you're pulling the sound out of the keys instead of pushing the sound into the keys. Good. Can we do an exercise where you just play the first 2 right-hand chords of the F major? Take a look. And then look on lifting. It's almost like you're in space. If you were to play this and you were in outer space, obviously you would need a helmet and some oxygen. But like if you're just playing that, show me how that would look if you just did this. I want you to move your elbows to happen. Lift, keep on lifting, and then coming back down very slowly. And then D minor. But you wouldn't overplay any note, just very relaxed. Everything is relaxed and rotated evenly. No, but don't grab anything. It's just always like we're never trying to control anything. We're just arriving to the next note. Take a look, play. This goes this way. Keep rotating, coming back down. Okay, now with the left hand, only the left hand. Take a look. Now left hand's a little bit different because it's kind of pulling out of the key. Now I asked this to somebody earlier, I think it was yesterday. Why would I ever want to put my hand in this position on piano? Like we learned piano that we should have this kind of position, which is correct for maybe the first month of piano. and then once you become good and you need to do difficult things like where you are now, why is this a good position? This is a very weak position.
Because you want to play it like softer.
It forces us to only have a soft position. Like we can only play softly, and that's exactly what we want. That way we get this kind of angelic. Get the difference? We want that kind of sound. See if you can get that color. Try it just the left hand. Outer space, beautiful. Lift higher, more. C, F major, D minor. And take a look. Even as you're playing, your hand is slowly moving. This motion here. I'm exaggerating. Exaggerate the motion. Great. Elbows following. It's fine. I don't care about the wrong notes. Great. And can we put the two of them together? Just that one. Look. In order to go down, go up. I go up and then relax and fall. I'm never in a rush. I'm just arriving. Every single time I'm just arriving. Sink into the keys. Sink into the keys. Like almost like you're putting you're sinking into quicksand. That's it. Sink. Take a look. Can you just do this? Just do that. Lift and that emotion here. It's too much energy. Try again. Control your power here. Yeah, and try to make your pinky is actually a very strong finger. Most people think of the pinky as a weak finger, but the pinky has this massive muscle that's exclusive to the pinky. So I'm not saying to make it tense. Don't make it tense, but make it slightly firm, like where the pinky is. It can move, but it's not really moving. Then. But drop from your elbow. That's it. Yeah, and remember the rotation so you get a weak position. That's it. Now hands together. Now, here's where I want you to listen to these harmonies. What makes this harmony in measure 4 special? Measure 2, measure 3, measure 4, measure 5 here. Sorry, maybe I said measure 4 before I misspoke. What makes this harmony in measure 5 special?
It's like higher.
This is F major. It is higher, but so what? What if I played? It all still sounds cohesive. Why does this not sound cohesive to the current? Then, is it more consonant or more dissonant? Meaning, does it sound more like it fits, or is it more like acidic?
Like more distant.
Why? What's the name of that chord there? So in measure 5, here's a little bit of theory for you. What is this chord here? If you take the E and you put on the bottom, you get E, G, and B flat. And what is that? Do you know? So that's E diminished. Maybe write it into your score so you have it. It's E diminished. You have a pencil? Here. And the reason why that's important to note is that it's your first diminished chord in the piece so far. So it's now introducing some dissonance. You just want to emphasize that slightly. So when you're arriving, from the E diminished chord. Can you go back again one more time for the E diminished chord though? That's it. Go on. C major. Da, 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 it's still an F. It's still an F. D. Okay, very good. It's getting better. Your motion can still be more fluid. Now, after you start the A section, look what happens. You do D, da, 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 da. And then the vocalists come in, the sopranos come in with in spring you took your joy. Now the reason why this is important is because when this happens, you need to emphasize the bum, bum, bum. What am I doing? Bum, bum. What am I emphasizing?
The first note.
Yeah, and what does Dr. Bell write as a composer to help us realize that we do need to pedal this as a unit? What is that little tail thing that he writes in there? You know what I'm talking about? If you look here, this, what is this?
Is it like an emphasis thing?
It's not the emphasis thing, it's actually a slur, but it doesn't attach to anything. And where you'll often see this is in French composers' music, and they do this to signify that you need to pedal that as a unit, saying like, hey, as a shorthand, connect all of these notes. So can you start right on this? The chi, da, change, change. Let's just play those 4 measures. They're all the same notes 4 times in a row anyway, but pedal, and focus on your pedal, make sure you're emphasizing the F, A, F, A. Don't forget to move. D, da. Look, sorry. I really want you to start relaxing your forearms and getting some motion in your elbows. Try again. Breathing from A, G. This one's different. So it's G. That's it. When you arrive back on the F, make sure you voice it so it's dun. Almost, it's home base, right? We're back in F major. Careful, no check. Just the E diminished. That's it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, should we look at page 2? Okay, let's take a look at, I need to take a picture of page 2. Just take a quick picture of page 2. Is it 3 pages? How long is it?
4.
Oh, 4 pages, okay. Okay. Alright, go ahead. It's here. When you play that, can you from the key forward. Take a look. From the key forward. Again, why do we do this? Why are we playing in a weak position?
To play it like softer.
Yeah. Shift forward. Here's the B flat here.
Wait, is it all left hand?
No, actually here, why don't you use your pencil and write this in? I think it's the first three in the left hand, the rolled octave is left hand. Then the A major first inversion chord is right hand. Then the left hand crosses over. Then right hand, then left hand. And it repeats. Then left hand, right hand, left hand. Yeah. So if you want to write, you can write MS or you can write left or whatever. Mano sinistra is this part. And then this. And then this. And then this. And then it repeats. I think it just repeats itself. To the underworld. Try this from 21. Keep your fingers. Don't be afraid to look. Put your shoulder forward and put your left foot forward, underneath you, so that when you lean forward, you have a longer arm. Look. As opposed to, there's nothing wrong with leaning forward. You have a longer arm. It gives you more space. Just do the last grouping right before B. So lean forward to the right. Put your body forward. So you should be like your head should be over the piano at this point. Even for here, look, I'm over the piano. Like I can, when I look down, I see the piano keys. So I'm not here. It just gives you a longer arm. Yeah, and then from the key, we're lifting. We're not pushing down into the key. We want a softer sound. Slowly from B, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6. It's a G minor triad with a C sharp in there. It's all the way down. It's all the way down to the piano, to the bottom of the piano. Yeah, because there's an 8 B there.
Wait, is this left hand?
Yeah, that's a good question. You're not using any of your right hand for anything, so if you want to, you can. I would maybe consider it kind of looks dramatic too, right? If you do. Why not? Your hand's doing nothing, right? Yeah, it's minor. It's F. I would take the C sharp with the left hand because it makes more. I guess you could with the right hand. It's just a little bit weird. The grouping is 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6. No, I would take the C sharp with the left hand because the grouping, you're kind of, when you do that with the right hand, you're grouping it in a weird way. So keep it with the left hand. And here, you're long, lean in. 1.5 beats or something like that. Just separate it so you go 4 notes in the left hand and 1 note in the right hand. I think that's really clean. Yeah. And then look, you can also just do this. Look. That way it's really clean. You're just using that hand to extend the other hand. Yeah. And then A. This is going to be A with F, C sharp, and D. C sharp. That's it. And then it goes back to the original. Here's an example, a counterexample, where it is okay to take it between the hands, but don't take it the way you were taking before, where it was an uneven distribution. So here, I would go just 2 notes in the left hand, the D and the A. And then right hand will take the remainder. Right, so D. And again. And then it's A major, right? That's it. Maybe write that. Can you put the line so that you verify like the hand position? And then here he already cuts it up for you. This is very grim. I guess because she's in the underworld. You can't even see what that note is. I'm not sure where you are. 1 second. Are you in measure 31? Or sorry, 30?
Mm-hmm.
You are? Okay. So start from 30 from that C. It's C in the left hand, so C, A, C. Take a look, take a look. Build a habit now. And then. Okay, you can work through this like on your own. You don't need my help to work this. Where's page 3? I want to see page 3 real quick. Let me just take a quick picture of this. Actually, can I just have a page 3? I don't need you to check. I just want to check to make sure you're going to be okay. Your next several lessons will be with Dr. Bell. Probably the next 2 lessons is my guess. And then after that, you'll perform. So the next time after today that I will see you is when you perform with the orchestra and with the choir.
Wait, when is it?
January 11 is the first rehearsal. January 12 afternoon is the dress rehearsal. January 12 evening is the performance. So it's very soon. And all of this needs to be memorized. Yeah, it's a lot. And yes, there'll be pizza. Okay. Let's take a look at this real quick. I just want to take a peek at this part here. This is fine. for where we're going to. I think I just passed it. I think that's it. That's another question you probably want to ask Dr. Bell. Where is the climax of this piece, or where are we trying to arrive to? And I think it's tempo 1. So I think it's after this part where the choir comes out. I think that's your arrival there, this one here. So you might want to ask him about this. I don't know if that's correct. Have you listened to the track?
I don't think I got it.
Some tracks are in and some tracks are not in yet. But once you have the track, listen to it and also look at the orchestral score. And I think this makes sense as the arrival. And then something like that. Once you get into this next part, I think it goes major. So then it has a different color. Okay. Are you okay? How are you feeling? You feeling right? I think you should be fine. But can you get this done? Oh, 2 important dates. January 2nd is the date which you need to submit a recording of this piece from beginning to end, like it's polished. You can do it with music, but 3 days later, on January 5th, it needs to be a recording memorized. Can you write those 2 dates down so you don't forget? Just upload it to Oclef Pro. I'm gonna add in all of this stuff in Oclef Pro and then just upload it like you would upload a CM video. Okay. Well, thank you for coming on Christmas Eve. I appreciate it.